Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Athletic School podcast. Welcome back to one of our short episodes that we have. I have Gustavo here with me, and what we're going to talk about today, Gustavo.
Today, we're going to talk about skin the game. I think before I explain, you can bring us the concept of what it is, skin the game, so people
Sure.
can understand.
Yeah. So, basically, skin the game, like a easier way to think about it. It's like we have two situations. One is an investor um, that says, okay, you should buy stock from Apple, but he doesn't buy stock from Apple. So basically, he doesn't have skin in the game. But another situation, it's like a pilot, that, well, if the airplane is going down, he's going down with everyone. Therefore, he has skin in the game. So basically, skin in the game is like um, sharing the positive and the negative outcome no matter what. So I think for us as an athletes, as leaders in athletes, in business world, I think skin the game is the key for many different success that we try to achieve. So yeah, what is your thought about skin the game? How important do you think it is for us?
I think it's important in many situations. A few that I can think of is like in order to be a good leader, because like you gotta be loyal to your word. So if you tell people to do certain stuff and you don't do it, you might be right, but people might not follow you.
Yep. Yeah.
And a leader, of course, he has to have good ideas and share with their athletes or people that work for him. But if people don't buy the idea, it doesn't matter, because it's never going to work, even though it's a good idea. And for sure, skin the game is going to give this leader the credibility, and people are more likely to follow him.
Yeah, I was going to mention about credibility too. And I think there's no value if you don't have skin in the game. If you tell someone to do something, but you don't do yourself, well, now there's no credibility on that. There's a saying from the Stoics that says "acta non verba," which means actions, not word. And again, like Marcus Aurelius mentioned about how you should not talk about how a good man should be. You should be one, and like words, actions are louder than words. Therefore, we should, I think skin the game is about that. It's about acting according to what you say, of course, but it's more about the actions itself, than more than the words itself. So yeah,
for sure. And in the sports world, we see a lot of that, especially in the beginning of the year, because coaches, captains, like the good players, they always say like, here we hustle, we work hard, we want to compete every single day, we want to win no matter what. And then in a daily routine, they don't do actions that match with this kind of thought. So they don't have skin in the game at all, and then everything goes away.
I think it's a funny story, but I think it's actually true. In Brazil, I saw Nassim Taleb, which the book Skin the Games from him. They start putting helicopters engineer once a month to ride the helicopters, and the rates went down once the engineers start riding the helicopters because now they had this in the game, so they were taking more serious, about it. So like the rate that the helicopters were crashing went way lower, like I think it was 40% or something, just because the engineers were riding that.
Because they were in the risks with the pilots.
Just like that. So for the people that are listening to us, did you have any situations in your life that you were skin the game, or maybe that you weren't and you should be, or even in your daily life?
I think when you are like skin the game, you kind of expose yourself to mistakes, because everyone is able to see you. Oh, he says he's skin the game, but he's not doing that. And I feel that's a good thing, because when people criticize you, you have a chance to fix. So of course we try to be 100% skin the game, but sometimes it's not possible, and that's good, because someone's gonna tell you and you're gonna fix it. I feel that one situation that I try to be skin the game the most is when I coach. I've been coaching 13 years old, 14 years old for volleyball. And instead of just giving the drill to them, I like to be there with them doing the drill. So I feel what's going on, the same thing. I feel when it's hard, I feel when the mood's not as good. I feel when the exercise is not useful, and I make sure I'm capable to do as well, because I feel that it's important to them to see that I'm capable, that it works for me, and then it's going to be easier for them to follow me and do the same thing and believe that's going to be useful for them. And I think some situations that I wasn't, maybe during the season, because I always try to be someone that works hard, and sometimes it wasn't possible because of work or something. So I feel that's more excuses than anything else. So I mean, I should be more in those situations, more skin the game, more doing what I said I wanted to be, and then maybe I was out of line, out of the line for the season.
I think like self-reflection is a big piece, because you gotta just step back kind of and see like, okay, am I asking them to do something that I can do it, or am I asking something that I know is possible, like I've done. People are different, of course, but I think when we talk about leadership, sports, even in business, it's important for you to have that mindset. Okay, can I do what I'm asking them to do? Am I asking my teammate to run while I'm running, or while I'm just sitting down? So I think that's an important thing. What are some things that you think that people can do to become skin the game? For people that are listening to us and they feel like they don't have skin the game, what are some things that you think they could do so they can become skin the game?
I think being like to become skin the game, you're gonna have to make decisions every single time. It's gonna be a choice. So I want to be this way. I want to act this way. I want to like train this way. I want to share this image from myself. So every time it's going to come the situation like, should I run to this ball or should I not run for this ball? But my skin in the game says, like, my work ethic says that I got to run. So you have a decision to make. Maybe you're not going to get this ball, but you got to run because that's who you are. And then it's those small choices that you're always going to have to think, that's who I want to be. That's who I am. And if that's who you are or you want to be, you got to make the decision towards that mindset. And sometimes it's hard, and but you got to do it. And so I think it's like bring a lot of choice together. That's how you're going to become skin the game. Those choices have to match who you are.
Yeah, I agree. I was watching another day the video from Brazilian coach Joel Jota, and he talks about making decisions, about hard and tough times. And he says like, oh, people say that it's hard to wake up early, it's hard to take a cold shower, it's hard to work out, and then he says, well, you gotta choose which hard thing you want, because like for him, it's hard to not have money. It's hard to not put food in and not give food to his sons, and to make a lot of money so he can have a good and nice house, hard is for him is like not having a job, or getting to get public transportation to go to work, stuff like that. So it comes back to that decision, like you need to make the decisions that you want, and then you, according to your principles and values, and see okay, where do I want to be, and where do I want to go, and like this is the path, these are decisions that I need to make. So I think that's a big point.
And just one thing, Igor, like we were talking a lot about being the leader, being the one that is skin the game. But I think especially like being college athletes, being young players, maybe you are not up there in the chain. And so we should expect people above us to be skin the game as well. So that's how we can make a better environment. There's a sentence from Nassim Taleb as well. I think it's from his book, Skin the Game, that says you should expect skin the game from everyone that takes decisions on your behalf, always. So it's like the plane, the pilot situation, the analogy that you brought before, because if this person that makes the decision for your company or for a team, the leader, he's not skin the game. So when everything goes down, maybe he's fine, but like you are gonna go down for him.
Yeah.
So you should expect him to be skin the game
Mhm.
for the team and for you as well.
Yeah, no, I think a big way to become skin the game is like making sure everyone around you is also doing the same.
Yeah.
You know, like the environment that you are, the people you hang out with, you know, the books you read, all this kind of stuff that matters a lot. Makes you a better person, makes you becoming skin the game, you know, and eventually becoming a better version of yourself. Anything else you would like to share?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much, it's just a few takeaways. Like you said, actions speak louder than words.
Yep.
Always. So you got to be loyal to what you say. If you say that you're gonna do something, it's just you saying. It's like no one else is making you do it.
Yeah.
So be loyal to your word.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. This was a short episode for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to be skin the game, and I'll see you guys soon.